Hi, good evening, everyone. Hi, Reddy. Hi, Vivek. Hi, Vasudha. Hi, Tarun. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Saurabh. Hi, Sharath. Hi, Gokul. Thanks, Jeremy. I don't mind doing all this, but people do not ready to do their part. And I feel so much that I'm doing it in vain. Hi, Uttam. Hi, Sridharan. Hi, Senthil. Hi, Sindhu. Hi, Yokesh. Hi, Anuj. Hi, Gokul. I have no issues doing it every night because I do it for myself in any case. But if people are not contributing, then I'm just wasting my time. Whatever I had to teach, I have taught everything to all of you. There's nothing new on my end, but what I want from you is just because all of us are occupied in the work. So if you can come up with some charts and then ask me a reasonable question, I'm more than happy to answer. But if you're already taking a trade without thinking about it and then asking me why, I cannot help it there, just to be honest. Anyways, let's keep that thing aside and focus on this 30-40 minute thing. Hi Srini, hi Harry, hi Jess, hi Prashant, hi Soft B, hi Harish, hi Balrami, thank you Jess, hi Nair, hi Harish, hi Sabirwal, hi Charit. Alright guys, I'll be very quick because we are late and as I posted in the afternoon, if you look at my Telegram channel, I really posted this head and shoulders. Uh, I can show you that. It's like for me, it's becoming head and shoulders right here. It's this trend line. If it breaks, it opens up this thing. So 4105, which is an important area, to 40,090.95. This has been really important area. If we lose this, we're gonna head down. Also, we have CPI number coming on the Friday, which is going to be above the expectation as per my understanding, because crude is trading well above 115 or 18 right now. It will add fuel to the fire. Then supply and demand issues are crumping in. That's also going to hit the inflation. Also, recently I checked rental around my area. The rentals, which were like 2,100 for 2 bedroom, now have cost up to 2,700 for 2 bedroom. This is gonna bump inflation too much because it's gonna eat away your salaries. These things, because you cannot survive without crude, you cannot survive without apartment, or you have a house. So everything around that is getting higher, and the food may not be that much higher this time, but energy prices like natural gas is great trading out above 9.25. I have not seen these levels ever on natural gas. So it's gonna be really tough for Fed to justify that yes, the inflation has peaked. No, it has not peaked and it is only going up. It may stay, but it's only going up. So we'll make levels according to that and trade according to that. This was my screen for 30 minutes. Let me get back to the daily candles. Now we need to see, like people are calling this as a bull flag. That yes, it's becoming a bull flag. Possibly, I do not doubt. Technically, it's showing a bull flag. Yes, but you also need to understand that it is holding this important Fibonacci level of 4105 and the long-term trend line. It is not able to hold the 34 EMA. It is only managed to hold 34 EMA once here and got failed. Now went up, failed. Today went up, failed, and now trading right below this area. So now if we lose this, possibility of hitting 4009 is higher as compared to go and break this 4126 area. So this is what I posted, and 4165 is the area which I posted last time, because this is the area, this right area, this close here. This area has been acting as a good shield for market. Every time market comes in this area, it faces a reasonable resistance and then gets pushed back. So all in all, my bias is negative. We might see some kind of support at 4085 because that's a 12 EMA. We have not broken the 12 EMA until like since this breakout happened around 4009. If we lose that, we're gonna hit new lows, because previously, if you see right here, if we lose this area, we're gonna hit this. Every time we lost a sustainable area, we have come down and made a new low. Now, if we lose this area, we're gonna come down and hit around somewhere here, or maybe by Friday somewhere here. Right, that's about 3725, 3700 range. So I'm expecting that a loss of the trend line and the loss of 12 EMA will be super negative for me. And as I said, I'm expecting negative on the CPI. Again, those are numbers which can really be uh, very difficult to predict, but that's my estimate for now. So I'm trading like less than, I would say, 1/4 or 1/3 of the number of trades which I'm doing right now. And same with the quantity. Instead of going with 10, 12 lots, I'm going with 3 to 5 lots, and I'm just making 1 or 2 trades a day. It's not a market for trading heavily, because if you look at this congestion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the seventh trade day where we are in a range. So if you are in that kind of consolidation, the move which will come will be very big. And either side, if it is up, it can easily explode above 4260. If it is down, it can easily go below 3855. So be very careful. It might explode and can continue in that direction for a couple of days to couple of weeks. All right, so that's my initial commentary regarding the market direction. So let's come to the levels. Again, 4126 is the level which is 34 EMA. So I want to buy above 4126. The market is still neutral to short for me, because it's struggling in good consolidation, and it has also made an inside day from yesterday. So break below 4095 is really bad. This has an inside day on ES. You will see this much clearly on SPY if you want to check that. But this is the inside day on ES. It's not clean, but it's there. Inside day on ES. Now, 4125 is something where I would try to buy. I will not buy anything under this area. 4125, it goes up. 4105 will be my stop loss right there. Target will be 4165 and 4182. It needs to cross this area with strength. If it doesn't, then there's no strength in ES. It will fall back. So as a matter of fact, if you look at the charts, it has struggled to cross this area. Same way it has struggled to break this trend line and 4105, 4090 area. So I'll be very careful here. If I have to go short, I want to go short, but below 40.85 just to make sure. So I want to go short, but I want to go short below 40.85, which is the 12 EMA. Stop loss is 41.05. 40.85 is 12 EMA. Break of it is super negative. I have explained that. Now, where it can find support? You see right here, it is trying to make high, 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 and the low. So let's take this low, which is 40.40. So first target will be 40.40. Second target is 4009, which is the Fibonacci level. So most likely, uh, I'm because negatively biased. So my conviction is 70% on the negative side. I still think that market is going to give you an opportunity to like test 40.85, come back towards 4100, give you an opportunity that if you want to exit your longs, get out. If you can see that it is not holding it, you can start making shorts at that period. If you have see that yes, it's breaking higher after testing 40.85 to 41.25, go long only above 40.25, 40.30 area. Yes, Ganesh, that's consolidation. Now let's go to NQ. NQ has been struggling a lot. Again, like if you see this, the same set of pattern we have inside day on NQ right here. And this is a hammer practically on the top. Now, when you have this kind of setup and you have 12 EMA, you see all these candles, they're not able to cross this Fibonacci level. Plus they are struggled, did a breakout, failed, and failed. So the breakout which we saw from 12,400 all the way to 12, how many? This one? 12,900. That could be a fake breakout altogether. So I'll be very careful going long here on NQ. The moment it breaks 480, 12,480, I'll be short. Again, the same logic, 12 EMA, sell below 12,480. We are consolidating, we are getting into a very tighter range. The stop loss will be this high, which is 587. I'm taking the stop loss, right? This regression channel. All right, that's my stop loss. If I go here and see what's the price here, let's go and see the price. 12,600. So 12,600 is a very good stop loss for it. The target here is, because once we lose this area, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this, you have hit this wall so many times. So there are already dents in the wall. Again, people will call it bull flag. Yes, it is bull flag in some sense, but it is breaking on the lower side. It's mostly a triangle pattern which is setting up right now. If it loses this, the first stop comes at 12,225 because I have not seen any consolidation in this area. The first consolidation is 12,250. So 12,250. Then the next area comes is this, which is 1,275. The regression channel. 12,075. So 12,480 is, let's copy this. 12,480 is EMA super negative. On the contrary, if it has to go up, it needs to break out 743 first. Or if somehow you want to go long, I would keep a very small trade on the long side. I want to go above 12,700 to go long. You might try a long here, but that will be risky because my bias is negative. Now, my bias is negative, so I do not want to go long, but I would love to sell this on rise if it comes. So I would love to sell this if it comes around 12,700. But right now it's almost 200 points down, which is really, really not a good state in terms of NQ. So if I have to go long, I would love to go long about 12,650. The good area is to go about 700, but just because it has broken down so much, I'm going to go with 12,650. 12,740. Again, my bias is only 30% on this. I'm not 100% confident that yes, market is showing any kind of strength. Triple Q. Again, market is in front of you. Do not predict or do not try to think it will happen. Just react to what is happening in front of you. So this is triple Q. Those were futures. Triple Q is consolidating between 12 and 34. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days back to back, and we have a gap to fill right here. So when you have 6 days of consolidation and you need to figure out what's happening, extend it to, let's say, 2 days. So 2 days is not giving you a clear direction as well, but it's giving you a hanging man and the red candle on the each side, which is not clear. So let's extend it to the weekly. Weekly is also giving you an inside week, and it's giving you an inside week. That's it. Nothing more than that. So as of now, the pattern is consolidation between the 12 and 34 in the QQQ. Break above 307.60 will, so QQQ break above 307.60. Stop loss I will give now this area, which is 306. Target is 311, 313. On the downside, sell on rise to 3637, 304, 302, 304, and 02, and 295. Yep. Six days of consolidation. Between 12 and 34 EMA. All right, so that's about the indexes. Again, 70-30 is my conviction percentage for all of them. I'm going to keep that. Apple. Apple is finding some support here at 145. It did make a higher low today, but it lost the 12 EMA. So a loss of 12 EMA is, it's not fairly good. So I'm going to go a short on Apple, and my stop loss will be 147.80. Sell near 146. Target will be 145 and 141.60. It's not bearish engulfing, but lost 12 EMA. on that's Apple. Apple is most weak item or ticker in the list. I'm increasing it to 70%. If market has to go down, Apple will be the leader. AMD, had a bearish candle. It's covered the entire body of previous Friday, and it's right there. So it's a bearish engulfing on AMD. Now, bearish is always followed by two negative candles. Should hit 101 and 99. So targets are 101, 99.50, and go short below this area, 105. Stop loss, if I remember, 107 used to be very, very tough area. 108.25, 107.20. So 107.20, I'm gonna keep 7.20. This is going to be a tough area for AMD to cross. Amazon has done whatever it's supposed to, and now has been split. I made the updates and the channel according to the split now. This is a hanging man. Like once you start from 101 all the way, it went to 129. That's about 30% move. And now it's making so once we lose 123.20, I think we have gaps to fill, which is right there, and 12 EMA is at 118. So I will be going short on Amazon. I'm keeping it neutral, but I want to go short on Amazon, sell below 123.25. My stop loss will be 125.20. My target will be 121.80 and 118. I'm gonna keep this at buy above 125.20 with stop loss of 123. I'm just keeping it 50% because Amazon was green, but in case it crosses this area, yes, there's a possibility that yes, it can go higher. How much higher? That is something which needs to be evaluated because now the new charts have formed. So 131, 134 will be a tough area. Then I did add BA today. BA has been consolidating really uh, hard in this area. It had a massive move from 133, 32 to 139, and it's stuck there. So it's not showing a very clear move out. Maybe if it comes down, I would love to add this. Because today it made a new high and a new low both. So it is in state of confusion. If I take it into 2 days, either it needs to break above 141 to give me some movement, or it needs to come down. Like if it loses, like this is a 2-day candle. If it loses 139.20 where it closed and 138. If it comes around 138, I would love to add this. Or 138, 138, yeah. So BA, I'm keeping it neutral, but I want to buy near 137, 138, stop loss 133.50. That's the 12 EMA. My target will be 141. and 143. It can seriously move higher above 143. Above 143, extreme bullish. Baba. So Baba already did 99 target today. One thing which is happening very nice about Baba is it's converging into positive crossover after a reasonable time. It's like in April it did that. Now it's achieved this 23 Fibonacci and somehow it held on to it. I don't know how much longer it can hold, but there is also a gap created now between 96. So I would love to add this around 96, 97. I don't want to jump on Baba right now, but I want to buy it around 96. If it falls down with a stop loss of 93, which is the crossover, target of 99, same, and 105. So that's the target here. And if it loses 93, you can sell it. But this is at least one of the bullish stocks in the market. Baba. Bank of America. Bank of America is looking weak. It has made a bearish engulfing, like it covered the body top and the bottom. So it's bearish candle. Bank of America bearish engulfing on the daily is there. Short, lost the 12 EMA as well. So 36.25 is area where you can short. Stop loss you could keep around 36.50. Target will be 35.80 and 35.20. Yeah, this is short. Caterpillar, I am positive on this. Caterpillar is going to come during these markets. Again, as I said last time, that Caterpillar is ready for 225. It almost tested 225 today. So I would love to add this if it gives me an opportunity. But the best trade in Caterpillar, because the trend has positive 12 EMA has crossed over. If it crosses 3T8.2 Fibonacci level, this could be really, really interesting. 225 and above, it can have a target of 233. So Caterpillar is positive. I want to buy this with the 219 stop loss, 225 and 233. It's a continuation. And buy near 221, 222 in this range. It closed around 223 because right now market is showing some negative sentiment. So probably if it opens around this area, 219, I would love to add. Costco with inflation higher again, like it tested this long-term regression channel, could not break out, failed, and now it's losing 469. It tested 469 is the 12 EMA as well. So like all these trends, they are losing 469 area or 12 EMA. Mean to say 469, sell below 468. Because once it loses and then loses the 12 EMA, the gain can be really, really quick. 456 and 443. CRM, CRM has a clear evening star. This is the green candle from the top, dodgy, and an evening star. You want to call this because here it started, it went up, now it got confused. What should I do? And then followed by a big, massive outside day or engulfing candle. Or you can call it a dark cloud cover, whatever you want to call it. But this is not a nice candle. Now, the support comes at 174 area, 174 and the gap. So I'm going to sell this by keeping this gravestone dodgy candle at my stop loss, which is 185. CNM stop loss is 185. Sell below what's the low today? 182. Targets are 174.60, 172.55. Evening star 70%. Facebook, I don't know what's happening with Facebook, but Facebook is holding this 190 area very strongly. It's not able to cross this 34 EMA either, but somehow every time it goes around 190 area, it tries to bounce. So I may try a long position on Facebook instead of short. I want to keep 190.50 as my stop loss and see if this time it can break up or not. And my targets will be 196 and 198. I'm keeping it like positive because it has held 192 or 190 area so many times. On closing basis. Break of it is negative. Goog or Google. Goog has a hanging man. Like people who do not know hanging man, let me explain. Hanging man pattern. Images. Like where you are you on the top, and then it kind of shows up. This is hanging man. Okay. So this is, you can call this hanging man. It's a gap, and it lost the 34 EMA once again. It could not break out above it. Now, if market gets weakened, I think I would love to buy this if I follow what Amazon was doing, that in market weakness, Amazon was not going down and it went up and up. So I will try the same philosophy. If it comes around, like for Google, I'm converting myself into positive. I want to buy in the dip. If market has to bounce, I think Google can lead. Buy near 2276 or 2290. I'm not shorting it for now. 2276, stop loss 2340. And 2380. It might go down for a moment. As I said, it's hanging man. But I want to see if it comes around 2290. That's about 2.5% down. If that happens, I would love to add this. I'm just following the principle of what happened in Amazon. So if that happened, this could be the next $100 mover in next few days. Home Depot had an inside day. Home Depot has an inside day, total inside day. It's struggling around 307, 308 for so many days, like struggled right here. This has been the pain point for it. It's not able to break it. Either it breaks away, it has 316, or it loses, it has test of 300. So it's both ways for now, but it's setting up because it almost covered the body partially, not fully. So I'm gonna keep it neutral because it needs to break down or break out higher. So I'm gonna do one sell because it has struggled around 307. So 307.50 is my stop loss, and you can go long about 3750 for 316. Sell near 3334. Targets at 302.95. 60%. Babu, you need to learn about candle patterns. Microsoft also has a similar setup. It lost that 70x Fibonacci and it's ready to go down. Last two cycles, Microsoft was holding beautifully, but I think it's if market has to go down, Microsoft and Apple has to lead the downside. So 269.70 is the stop loss, and we should sell it below 268, which is the 12 EMA break. Target is 263 and 258. 263, 8. There's no long here. Nvidia, we went short today as well. The same thing, like lost of 34 EMA. It's bearish engulfing. Bearish engulfing. Microsoft was bearish engulfing. Nvidia is bearish engulfing. Now, stop loss is 190. That's the 34 EMA. Where should we short? We should short below 187. Targets 183, 180. 183, 180, 178. If chips are weak, I think Nvidia can lead it, but today it held, so I'm reducing my conviction to 60%. Roku did the job. Like last time, it tested this one and we were short, so it came down. Today it held the lows and making an inside day. So I'm gonna go on the negative side. If it loses, come on, 86, only then it is negative, or if it breaks higher above 91. So looking at the market, if it loses 87, it's negative. 87. Stop loss is 88.35. Target will be 84. But 85, 75, 84. But problem with Roku is that if it breaks or if it holds 88 area, it should move higher. Like 891, it can go higher. Shopify also has an inside day. Like it even lost the 12 EMA. It's consolidating in this range where we had the evening morning star as well. I'm going to assume that somehow it will be held. So I'm going to reduce, not reduce, what is called 348. Like problem is 348 is about 3% down from the inside day. So if stop loss is 367, which is fine. Yep, I think this trade is fine for Shopify. It's perfectly fine. It's inside day. Go long above 366. Square Square depends on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is down and it's losing. It's making lower highs, lower lows, and it's losing. It lost the 12 EMA, 8450. Yep, it's fine. It's not evening star, but it's there. 75 is the target for Square. Last one is Tesla. Tesla is struggling around 733 and 729, which is the 12 EMA, and is making an inside day. If it crosses 733, it has potential 759, 779. Buy above 733, stop loss 729, potential 759 and 779. I'm giving it only 30%. On the short side, if it loses like 700, 686, 629. Now, I don't know whether that is going to happen or not, because the event that Mr. Musk is saying he may not go ahead and do with buying with what you call Twitter, buying of Twitter. So anything can happen. So I'm gonna keep very small trade here. Sell near 715, 720. Stop loss of 733 for this target. I'm gonna do 40-60 here, because this is more of a news dependent event at this moment. So that's my setup, which I'll be looking for tomorrow, and I'll be posting this information. If anyone has any questions regarding that, do let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer. Let me read your comments. Crowd seems to be setting up for a move. Crowd, yes, it's looking good. Crowd is a good setup, but problem is it needs to break above this 34 EMA, 170 area. If it crosses 170, it has potential to go higher. They had good numbers, but again, if market goes down, this will be the few stocks which will be high beta and go down. So that's crowd. A firm is bearish engulfing. Gravestone Joji, yes. So it's similar to CRM in Microsoft. Mr. Reddy, yes. So it can go and fill the gap, possibly. Kira, Vijay Kira. I don't see any Gravestone Doji on ES. Sorry. I don't see any. All right. Upendra Patel, you can please learn about Inside. I've explained that in multiple times in the videos. Spend 1 minute on Google and find. It's just going to take 1 minute. I can share you the script of Inside Days if you want. but it's 1 minute job. Here is a script for inside day. Vijay, there is no paid group here. I'm not sharing the details because I don't want to add more people into my group. That group is free. If you find the link on my Twitter, it's fine. But as of now, I'm not adding anybody new. Anyone has any other questions? Otherwise, I'm just shutting it out. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.